welcome to Handpan Fundamentals. Today we're talking about finger doubles. Doubles with fingers. Don't know what it's called. So we've looked at thumbs and fingers to make doubles, and this is really useful if you're playing two different notes. Because the way that your hand is stretched means that you're covering two. What about if you want to play the same note twice? As you get deeper into handpan technique, you realise there's so many different ways of solving the same problems. So I'm just going to present you with a few solutions. They're not the best ones, they're not the right ones, they're just some. And whatever fits your hand might be different. So here we're going to look at finger doubles. If you want to play the same note twice, you might do it with your thumb and your finger. Totally valid option, nothing wrong with that. But we're going to look in at using your fingers twice. Now depending on what technique you come from, there's a bit of a debate about which finger you should use first, but that's down to you. Here we're going to try out a few different ways. But the main thing is we're going to be using these two fingers. Going to start off with your pointer finger, just a few times on one note, the note you're going to play. As with everything, always use it as a chance to focus in on the actual tone you're producing. If you're getting this kind of a sound or you're getting this kind of a sound, it's time to mix it up a little bit. Make sure you're striking in the same area every time. Now, I'm going to take the middle finger. Same thing, just get that one going. Once you're feeling happy and settled with those two, just going to get them going nice and slowly. Index, then middle. And then we'll try it twice as fast. Other hand, let's go. Index. Middle. Together, slowly. Twice as fast. Now, often we hear something a bit like this, where one finger has strength and power and the other finger is just kind of creeping in and sneaking in. And that's because we're not used to using our fingers individually in this way. So really try and focus in on getting both of those strokes sounding the same. So now we're going to put them together. Firstly, we're going to have two on the right and two on the left. Then two on the left and two on the right. Sometimes starting these exercises with the left can feel really confusing. We're so used to thinking right is one, is downbeat, is start, is go, that when we start things on the other side, your brain feels all muddled up. I don't know if you ride a bike, but if you imagine pushing off with your opposite foot, you feel a lot more wobbly because we're used to things starting with the right. Or even taking a step. Maybe we normally take a step with one foot, the right foot. Try and notice next time you're walking which foot you start walking with, because maybe it's the same foot every time. But the point is we're trying to subvert that. So starting with the left hand is really useful too for that. Now we're going to take this double right and double left and overlay them. So back to that slow speed. And the same thing with the left hand. We're going to put them together. And we can do that twice as fast. us starting with the index. Why don't you try around with starting with the middle finger first? And of course, you can change notes. This was only using 2 notes as an exercise, but why don't you play around with shifting notes? You'll notice as you move around the instrument, the angle of your wrists and elbows has to shift a little bit, but try and keep it all nice and relaxed wherever you are. We never want to have these kind of harsh angles, they're going to make it more difficult to play. And similarly, try not to overextend your fingers. It might seem like this is what we want to do, but it's always keeping it nice and relaxed. If you've got notes underneath, it's even more challenging. Try and figure out how to reach beneath and play. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, subscribe for a new handpan video every week. Thanks for watching. Bye!